So of all the so-called 26, only 3 are confirmed as Nigerians. So it's not, we can't even say all 26 are Nigerians. But however, the African girls, they are still our daughters. And Nigeria being the giant of Africa, we're going to champion the rights of these girls. Even an irregular migrant has rights. You know, if there's no supply, there will be no. If there's no demand, there will be no supply. So while we on our end ensure that we do everything to curtail the supply, they on their end demanding are just as guilty. So it's a strong cabal that is taking over the drug cabal. And that's what we should know and enlighten our people. It's easier now to traffic human beings than traffic drugs. Because with technology, you're getting to know who carries it. So this is the next line of business. And this is something that the world must rise up to. And which brings me to the issue of slavery. We all know that these girls are sold as slaves. And this is something that should be unacceptable to the whole world. We cannot go back to the dark era where human beings will be sold as slaves. So the UN, EU, African Union must intervene. This is the world problem now. We're not going back. And we're not accepting that. And those in Libya must be sanctioned. Join NAPTIP and every parent, every Nigerian to discourage irregular trafficking. Those girls that are dead, somebody paid $4,000 to $6,000 for them. It's not a free journey, and it's a worthless journey.
Welcome back. Well, we'll turn our attention now to what you just heard Brigadier speak about. It concerns a lot of people. That's not the first of those cases, actually. There's several. Now we've got Mr. Sonny Ekowusi here with us. He is a legal practitioner. He's a member of the editorial board of This Day. He's also involved with the Foundation for African Cultural Heritage, who themselves have also been interested in certain of those kind of cases. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
But when she talks about the number of those 23 or 24 that are Nigerians...
Yes, I'm surprised because, well, always government tries to look good on book and all that, but we know very well that majority of them are Nigerians.
How do we know that?
This is not the first time. Other reports are saying that many of them are Nigerians who are heading for Italy. You know very well that Italy is the, you can say, the prostitution capital of Nigeria, if you want to put it that way. It's not a good thing to say, but that is actually a fact. It is Saturday. So those girls who are between the ages of 13 to about 17 were heading for Italy. Majority of them are Nigerians.
But you know,
recent reports tend to insinuate that only 3 of them are Nigerians. But that's not true. Mind you, they're not only 26, they're about 90. 26 have been confirmed to be drowned or maybe to be found, drowned, confirmed. Others who don't know, 64, who don't know where they are. They're also in that, heading for Italy and so on and so forth. So, Chamberlain, this is something that is very sad. And you don't even have to look for any report. It's systematically Nigerian girls heading for Italy for prostitution, not only Italy, also in Norway, in Denmark, in Brazil, all over. Okay. This is a stain on the image of this country, and it's not good to start trying to look good, no? On record and in book, it's a fact, known by anybody, many people, that Nigerian girls are constantly being shipped to Italy, not only Italy, also to many countries for prostitution and slave.
I know you know that
yes.
There's a margin of error with some of those reports too when they come in. So it's going to be their words against those reports.
Exactly.
So because now they're trying to verify from the Italian government why did they hurriedly bury them, how many of them are Nigerians. Now that talks about, perhaps speaks to the narrative of the relationship and communication between both governments. Do you, from what is going on, think that we do have that cordial relationship?
Yes, there have been communication. Once did a report about the Italian embassy and the Nigerian government during the Jonathan era, trying to synergize and find solution and all that.